Yo, what is up, Facebook? Back again with another video. This time I got the Wilcox night vision mounts for your Wilcox helmet. Can you guys guess which one is fake and which one is real? And I'll tell you the backstory. So I'll give you a couple of seconds. Which one's real, which one's fake? I got a G24 on the right and I got a G95 on the left. The difference between the two are nothing, really. It's just you got the Armasight logo on the G95 and you got just a regular Wilcox logo on the G24. Now, scratched it up a little bit right there by mistake. Can you guys guess which one is real, which one is fake? Well, I guess you got it. This one is the fake one. So the G24 right here, got it off of Amazon. Backstory. So I got myself night vision goggles like about 6 years ago. The BNVD 40 from Armasight, right? Now, Gen 3, these are the green phosphorus or phosphor, whatever the hell it's called. The green, basically the green one. It's not the ghost white or white ghost, right? They were like $7 grand or something like that at the time. I think now the white ones are probably same price, 8,000 maybe, give or take. I think you can even find cheaper ones now. But anyway, so I ended up with this G11, right? Didn't know anything about mounts. The goggles came with two types of shoes. It's like one, I forget what they call them, but one's like the regular shoe, and there's one I believe called a dovetail shoe, where it's like it has like a latch. It's bigger. It does not look like this one. It protrudes up and it has like this little like lever. So I'll show you. So I got the mount. I think I don't know who told me to get one of these. So this is the G11 from Wilcox, right? I bought this one. It was like 300 and change, I think, back then. I think I bought it in like 2020 or something like that, 2021. So with this one here, I'll get out the light. So this one has, here's the top of it, right? Very smooth action. All the Wilcox real ones anyway are very smooth in action, right? This one has this piece here, right, which connects to the, if it's the dovetail, don't quote me on it. It locks in place, and then you can like use the little Allen key to lock it. And if you can hear, you hear it clicking here, right? So that clicking sound, every time you brought the goggles up, right, and you brought them up to like put them on top here, the goggles will automatically shut off. I don't know if it's a magnet or there's something with these G11s that turn the night vision goggles off when they are in the upright position, because they don't normally do that on their own. You can look up, look down, and they won't turn off on you. Not these anyway. They don't have the auto turn off. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The problem was when I put them on the helmet, they were sitting way too low for where I wanted them. So I would have to kind of pull the helmet like back toward the back of my head and have more space in the front, and they still wouldn't fit right. Like they just weren't there. So for years, I don't really use the helmet like that, but for years it's just been like that. Kind of got tired of it, and decided, you know what? Let me go get the G24. I'm trying to go online. I was trying to read like testimonials on like which mount I should use for the G20. I'm sorry, for the BNVD 40s. So they said the G24. So I was like, great. So I didn't want to buy a real one because they're like $400 or $500, right? So I go on Amazon, I find one that's like the mock ones, or the, the designer imposter ones or whatever. So I was like, let me go get it. Bought it, got it, tried it, would not fit. It wouldn't go in at all. It would get stuck. This little lever right here, see that? That's supposed to lock when you slide it in. It locks into place to these part of the lip here. So that wasn't working. So I didn't know why it wasn't working. I thought maybe there's something like getting stuck, or so you see that little part, that little silver plate. So I'm like, maybe it was scraping it. So I shaved down some area here, tried it again, and it wouldn't go in, right? So just so you know, now I fixed it. But so I was like, all right, well, it's not going in, and I had to literally like take it off the helmet and then try to, like, I would bang it with a rubber mallet to lock it into place. And then I would take the entire setup and then put it on the helmet, lock it into place, right? So I was like, screw it. Maybe, reading online, they were saying it could be out of spec, maybe because it's fake. You bought yourself a fake one. What do you expect's going to happen, right? I was like, well, it could, maybe that's what's happening here. So what I did was I decided to buy a real one, spend the money. So I got the G95 from our Wilcox and has the Armasight logo. So you would think an Armasight logo is going to fit with the Armasight BNVD 40s, right? I was wrong again. And the fit was worse. Wouldn't lock in. I would have to, again, tap it. I even removed the shoe from the night vision goggles and tested out. It wasn't reaching the very end there. It wasn't locking into place. So I decided to email them, Armasight, and they said to you're going to have to force it because it's just the way it's designed. And they said, unfortunately, the gray one is even worse because of the paint. And it's going to be a tighter fit because of the paint. Great. So went on Reddit, did some more research, and someone said, why don't you shave that little portion there where the latch is supposed to lock into, right? Why don't you shave that? This way you create more space. This way it would click. So I said, all right, you know what? Did it. So it took a little time. I have a drill, and with the drill I had this. It's like a sandpaper kind of. I don't know what grit it was, but it's like this round little ball, and you can like, if you have little art projects or stuff, little wooden things you want to sand down into the shapes. So anyway, I used that. I sanded down some of the lip, and look, locks into place now. No issue, right? And it wasn't doing that at all. I also shaved a little bit on the sides here, just for, just for fun, just to make sure that maybe, I'm thinking maybe that's why it wasn't fitting. So the fake one fits fine. Still have a little issues with the real one where it'll go in, but I have to really force it to lock it into place, and you don't hear an audible click. Just real quick about the real one and the fake one. The fake one is very stiff. So you try to move things around and it feels like it needs lube or oil. It's just very stiff. Same thing with the release here, the latch here. It's this movement right here is so stiff, right? This not so much, okay? The real one, it's like butter, right? The real one just moves so much easier, even the up and down, right? Up and down, so easy. Same thing with my G11, right? The G11 doesn't have the little latch on the side, but again, the up and down movement's smooth, right? Fake one, that up and down movement, it's so stiff, it's so hard. But it still works, it does the job. The latch right here is automatic, that's like the only difference. When you lock it into place, it like rubs on it and it just automatically releases the latch. On the real ones, the Wilcox, you have to manually lock it into place. It won't lock on its own. That's like the only differences. And just keep an eye out if you guys are buying these on eBay. The fake ones they all have the same manufacturing date. I believe this one was November. I believe the next one is the year 2013. I'm not too sure because I know on the real Wilcox that I have here, this one is from 2022. I think that's what it said on the box. So it says 22201. It's not from 2001. And then also when you buy these Wilcox mounts online, like on eBay, make sure you get the white box because the fake one came in a black plastic like box. I don't have it on me. It's upstairs. I didn't grab it. But the real ones, like my G11, came in a Wilcox box like this one when I bought it on Optics Planet. And has the manufacturing, I believe not the manufacturing date. It has the, I believe it's the packaging date. So like it'll have the date that it's packaged, and then some other items like I bought a 3x magnifier. It had the box date here, but the 3x magnifier was made on a different day, and then the mount it was like another mount that I had. So the day it was packaged is on the box here, and then it came in plastic. I don't remember if the G11 came in plastic and it had the date on it or not, but again, this one is August of 2020. All right, August 31st of 2020. So that's the real one. Comes with, the manual and a couple of the Allen screws or nuts, or not nuts, Allen keys or whatever, whatever. So again, fake one, real one. Now you guys know. They both weigh the same, surprisingly, I think. Let me grab the scale real quick. Let me see if you can see that. Let me just bring this over here, maybe turn it on. All right, so I don't know if this is ounce. I believe it's ounces. So you put the fake one on, 5.7, right? But it feels heavier for some reason. You put the real one on, See, this is 5.9. 5.9, yeah. Yep, so it's like 0.2 ounces heavier. But the black one feels heavier. It's just weird. So I mean, maybe you can tell by the weight. The real ones are slightly heavy. I don't know. It depends on which fake one you get, I guess. Um, but yeah, if you're not sure, just like I said, just move it. If it feels stiff, like it feels like it needs to be like greased up, then you know you got a fake one. And again, keep an eye on that manufacturing date because all the fake ones they all have the same date. The real ones all have different dates, and it should match with whatever's close to the box. All right, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, and just to add to it real quick, I couldn't find a video about the whole shoe not fitting the Wilcox mounts, so that's the answer. Just shave a little bit off here, and then just keep trying it until like you get that audible click, and it's in. Now it's in. So like even when putting it on while you're, if you have to have this on your helmet, you want to just put it on, it just snaps right on real quick. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. Peace.